What's up, Picks and Roll fam? It's Monday, September 22nd, and I've got another slate of WNBA semifinals plays for tomorrow, Tuesday, September 23rd. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button because we're dropping daily breakdowns to help you build your roll. And a quick shout out to our partners, Betr, Underdog, and Outlier. All the tools we use to find these sharp angles every single day. Now, the last WNBA slate on Sunday, we went 2-1, and we're looking to build on that tomorrow night and get a full sweep. Here's a bankroll tip. The playoffs are a different animal. Pace slows down, defense tightens, and unders historically hit more often in this spot. But here's the twist. While overall scoring dips, the Stars actually see more minutes and more usage, which boosts their chances to hit stat-based plays like rebounds, assists, and PRA. So don't just look at the regular season averages, factor in the playoff intensity. In short, role players shrink, stars shine. Let's get into our first play of today, which is going to be Satou Sabally going higher than 5.5 rebounds. Now, first things first, we want to look at those other lines and see how they compare. We can see the first thing that pops up is Caesar at minus 152, which we love to see. Additionally, we have FanDuel at minus 138 or minus 144, DraftKings at minus 145, and we can see Underdog at minus 180, which is where I'm taking this play. Additionally, we can see that she has cleared this line in 6 of her last 10 games. Last 20, little less than what we want to see with 9 out of 20. The year overall, however, she's cashed this line 23 out of 43 times for a 53% rate. And then something that is really important to us, because, these teams are seeing each other a lot, is the head-to-head. So 3 games this year, including the last playoff game, and then 1 game from last year. She's cashed every single time with an average of 8 and a median of 8 as well. We can also see that in terms of guarding or rebounds allowed to forwards, Minnesota ranks 9th, averaging 16.9 or 17 rebounds allowed to forwards of the opposing team. And we can see that Satou has exceeded 5.5 rebounds in 4 of her last 5 games in a row on the road, averaging 6 in those games. Now, we got to keep in mind that Alyssa Thomas is a stats sheets stuffer, as I've said several times, but kept her under her line of 8.5 the last game, but you can't stop both, right? So they kept Alyssa Thomas under, Satou cashed. We're hoping that we see a repeat of that performance the next game. As we talked about those minutes increasing, we can see here that she played 32 minutes in a large loss. Now, imagine if this game was a little closer, we could even see this line and the possibility of this rebounding increase. But again, seeing this head-to-head rate and the rebounds allowed, ranked 9th in the league, are all reasons why I like this play going higher than 5.5 rebounds for Satou Sabally. Now, if you like this play, drop a like on the video and comment below your favorite WNBA semifinal prop for tonight. And as always, every single stat that you see, playoff hit rates, and matchup insights are coming straight from Outlier. It's the best DFS research tool out there. If you're serious about leveling up your game, hit the link in the description and start using Outlier today. Let's get to our second play, which is going to be Aaliyah Boston going over or higher than 3.5 assists. Now, especially with Caitlin Clark being out, her playmaking has quietly ramped up, as we can see that she has cleared the line of assists. Let's make sure we're going to the right spot. She's cleared this line of assists at 3.5, 7 out of 10 times for a 70% rate. In her last 10 games, we can see the last 5, she's cleared this line 3 out of 5 for 60%. Last 20, dropped a bit to 50%, averaging 3.7 and a median of 3.5. On the year overall, keeping in mind that her production kind of zigzags, especially earlier in the season with Caitlin Clark's presence. And with her out of the season, we can see that things ramped up a bit. But overall in the season, she cashed this line at a 53% rate. And then most importantly, we want to see the head-to-head, where unfortunately, this is what may cause you some caution in choosing this play. But I want to show you a few things. First, we can see the most recent game. This is the playoffs. This is where they're going to rely on her a lot to kind of control the game, especially with their set with the DHOs. They rely on her to get the playmaking started. And we can see that in the first playoff game, she cashed this line easily with 5 assists in a blowout. Then we look at the Aces assist defense. Overall, they are ranked 9th in assists allowed, averaging 20.20 per game. Then we look at forwards. It drops just a bit to neutral, but again, still ranked 7th with an average of nearly 7 per game. Then we can see in a head-to-head that she does average just below this line, but only playing 29 minutes. And we can see that she's played some more significant minutes in previous games. In just 29 minutes, she was able to cash this line. And the insights tell us that she has exceeded 3.5 assists in 4 of her last 5 games, first bottom 5 defenses for assists. So taking into account the Aces assist defense, the insights that tell us that she has cashed this line 4 out of her last 5 games versus bottom 5 defenses, and the fact that every major sports book has this play favored heavily, I like this line of Aaliyah Boston going higher than 3.5 assists. Quick reminder, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you're checking out the following DFS platforms. First, Betr is giving new users $10 free, plus a 50% deposit match up to $200 when you use code DIME. Underdogs also got a promo going on right now, where you play just $5 and you'll get $50 in bonus funds. If you send me your screenshot for either app, for Underdog if you use code LOB, and for Betr if you use code DIME, and send me that email screenshot to picksandrolldfs@gmail.com, you'll get a free month inside my VIP. Keep in mind, although these free plays are not cashing every single day, that does not equate to what we're doing in the VIP. Again, you also have access to that my Pikkit account. I've showed you that, which is also a great place to track your data. Numbers don't lie. And we have had a great month in September, and we're looking to keep that going tomorrow. If you want to build your role, now's the time. Take advantage of the promos that are out there. Send me that screenshot of either sign up. I'll make the picks. You build the role. Let's get our last play for today. Lexi Hall, we're going back to that well. Under 1.5 threes. Not going to spend too much time on this one because you've heard me say it multiple times. Again, let's look at the lines. We can see Caesars at minus 197. DraftKings at minus 210. FanDuel at minus 220. Aces defense allowed in terms of three-pointers made. They are ranked 4th, only allowing 7 overall. We look at how they defend guards specifically, drops even lower in terms of their average to 4.8, and they rank 2nd. We can also see in the head-to-head that she has cashed this line 6 out of 7, going below that 1.5. we can see there's some games where she hasn't even hit 1. Just like I said before, she averages about 2. Her percentage is about 38%. She's not playing a lot of minutes. Now, if there's another blowout that may increase her time, I don't think the Aces are going to allow this game to be another blowout. They're going to play it a lot closer, a lot tighter, try to get this series extended. She cashed this line for us on Sunday. We're looking for a repeat action of that again, with Lexi Hall going below 1.5 3-pointers, as she has failed to exceed that line of 1.5 in 6 straight games versus top 5 defenses for 3 points made allowed. So let's recap our plays for today. We have Satu Sabli going higher than 5.5 rebounds. We have Aaliyah Boston going higher than 3.5 assists, and Lexi Hall going lower than 1.5 3-pointers made. Drop your favorite play in the comments, smash that like button, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss tomorrow's slate. Links for Betr, Underdog, Outlier, and Pikkit are all down below. Send me your sign-up screenshot for a free month in VIP. And as always, let's build that roll.